We're here in the heart of Sydney outside an IBIS hotel with the owner of that hotel, Jerry, and his son Dane. Jerry, your 11th year doing the Vinnies CEO Sleep Out tonight.
Amazing. It is, and it's a unique year.
Well, very unique. You've raised over $15,000 this year alone. We appreciate your support. You're also supporting by keeping some people off the streets living here at your hotel.
Well, it's a wonderful thing how I have been supporting Vinnie and Matthew Talbot over all these years, and this year they supported us by all of a sudden requesting whether I would be able to offer accommodation for homeless men from Matthew Talbot. So I've had the wonderful opportunity of being able to offer a home to these homeless men, and in addition being able to partially fill my empty hotels.
And changing the perception of homelessness as you do that. Dane, I want to ask you, your first year, Dad's been doing this for 11 years, apparently he hasn't cut his hair ever since he first started sleeping out, and now you as a 9-year-old for the first time get to sleep out with Dad. Why do you find it important to support Vinnies and support people less fortunate?
I think it's good because with the crisis, there's getting more and more homeless men, and it's good to help them and get them off of the streets into places with like a home for them, rather than them just staying on the streets with nothing to have, nothing to do, really. Yeah,
and we're excited that with your father's support, housing them here at the IBIS changes a bit of the perception, because if before that, if we talked to you about someone who's homeless, you would have thought they were staying on the street, as opposed to being able to have a roof over their head, appropriately socially distanced here at the IBIS.
Yeah.
So I hear a rumour, is it true you're sleeping out tonight too here with people under the support of Vinnies here at the IBIS?
Yes.
Well, be careful, I think they'll be jealous of your wheels. Jerry, thank you so much for your support, and thank you for bringing your son Dane along. Apparently the first year that both Vinnies and your wife said you could bring him along.
That's right.
We look forward to seeing you guys, your support many years to come, but thank you for your support here at the IBIS. And we're going to talk to a gentleman, Les, now, who you are supporting staying here at the IBIS at the moment. So I'll get you to hand over the mic to Les and we'll chat there a little bit more.
Oh, pleasure.
Dane, enjoy tonight. Jerry, enjoy it too. You're the pro, you're going to show him the ropes. We'll get Les on screen here. Les, a gentleman who self-sufficient for 60 years and then through a change of circumstance found yourself without a home and without your tools that were really your livelihood, Les.
Yeah.
What was it that happened?
Well, I was incarcerated into the prison system for 5 months until a trial was ready, and then once I had the trial, I was given a train ticket and sent home, and there was no home to go to. So I ended up at the Talbot, and then from there I've come to the IBIS.
Les, it's a very different story to what we usually associate with someone that's homeless, someone who's been self-sufficient, looked after yourself for 60 years.
Yeah.
What does something like tonight mean to you, with people raising money for the sleep out to support you and others staying here at the IBIS and other places around the country?
Well, it's very good work that they're doing for all of us homeless people, and people that have had it tough for one reason or another, and I congratulate them on that, on raising all that money for us. Yeah.
Well, I want to touch on something you said. You talked about being sent home with a train ticket and no home to go to.
That's correct.
What does it mean to you now to know that you have a roof over your head and you can see what the weeks and the months ahead look like?
Oh, the weeks and months that I've been here, it's my whole life's changed from having nothing, going back to square one, to really starting to get my life together, and it's been really good, and without the Talbot I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And Les, I do want to touch on making the best of a difficult situation. You've apparently caught some fish down the road at the King Street Wharf, am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. Caught a bream.
Well done, mate. A bream off King Street Wharf, so
yeah, it was great.
Making the best of the scenario. Thank you for sharing a bit of your story, Les, and we'll see you again shortly.
Thank you.